Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Pull the curtain back on the monster then. 19 years old. Woo! Committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. Woo! A monster in the making. Yeah. That's the ugly truth. 19-year-old, that's way past corrupt. You weren't young and in love. You were hunting a child while she was in middle school. Your actions were wild. A decade of difference when the mind hasn't grown. You prayed on the seed before it could ever be sown. That ain't a milestone. That's a criminal case. You can't talk about honor with that stain on your face. That clock is ticking. Sun in the bill is due. The seeds that you planted are coming for you. You thrive in the gutter, profiting off the dead. But the way to get karma is hanging by a thread. You're dirty by nature. A snake in the grass with a soul made of garbage and a heart made of glass. You targeted me, sa.neter. You didn't stop there. You put my young daughter on the screen. It's a nightmare. A teenage girl in her panties just coming from school. You a sick, twisted predator breaking every rule. Post up nudes in the kids. You're a soulless disgrace. Hiding behind Gilbert Arenas, happy to show us taste. You a starving voyeur with a soul made of salt. Blaming the better man for every one of your faults, George. You were so gutted by envy, broken, so blinded by his shine that you're hunting my children and crossing the line. Your bottle feeding coward with a pedophile's class 19 and predatory, now the die is being cast. Pull the curtain back on the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making. That's the ugly truth. You selling, yeah, you selling woman's body for a handful of change. A digital pimp with a mental derange, banging on my wives cause you can't be the man. A pathetic obsession, a fan with a plan. You out here moving with Gilbert Arenas, bringing the heat but the foul is egregious. It's guilty by association. You pick a side but when the smoke clear there's nowhere to hide. George Booker, let me talk to you. You didn't get the job on talent, you a junkie lame. You got hired as a vulture to feed on the pain. Gilbert only brought you in for the Kwame Brown attack, stabbing robbing a man while he's mourning and can't hit back. You posted his deceased mother all over the feed. A bottom tier move for bottom tier greed is guilty by association, a pact with a snake. Selling your soul for a black form you can never make less. For the curtain back on the monster shook day. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. Yeah, you drowning in the venom, you spattered a better man's life. Now karma is knocking for the kids, the dead and the wife, confirming the nightmare and the predator scheme. Admitted you had your first child when you was 19, while she was 14. The sickest truth we've seen. You didn't have the decency to even use protection. You just bust off all in them selfish obsession, giving 14 years old babies. Damn, that's crazy. Pull the curtain back on a monster then. 19 years old, committing me ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth.
The ugly truth part 2.
Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. You can't outrun the echoes of the families you torn, or the weight of the dead and the children you sworn to score. The universe is recording every digital sin and every predatory lie. And when the bill comes due, there's no place to hide. You cross the ultimate line, the coward's lowest place. Stalking your ex-woman daughter to ruin her day behind the computer. You're king of the hill, but face to face, you got zero heart and no will. We saw the footage, the truth is exposed. When Kenyon Martin had you cornered and closed, the tough guy persona just started to fade. A mouse in the room, quiet and afraid. You folded like laundry, not a word to be said. Just a girl in the headlights wishing you fled. A keyboard warrior with a warrior's tongue, until the screen fades and the curtain is hung. Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. That's the ugly. Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. Yeah, the light hits your eyes and you're standing in range. That internet energy undergoes a cowardly change. You mad at the world, cause your son lives his truth. Yeah, he's gay, it's his life to live. Go play duck, duck, goose. Your own daughter rose up and denounced your name. Sick of the secrets in the predator's game. Even your son saw the truth and turned backseat, watching his father's legacy rot in the street. But you're the one that is cowardice, making up lies, saying sa.neter has AIDS, but you're the one who dies. Your daughter had a baby at 15, cause she was looking for love you lacked. The cycle born from a father should never turn his back. The people isn't cheering for you, they're mourning what you broke. Your legacy isn't fire, it's just a house full of smoke. Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. That's the ugly truth. Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. Let me talk to you. Step up then, Suge George, go and file your claim. Spend every cent just to lose the game. You're hiding the matches, but I'm the fire. Watch your whole lawsuit fall in the mire. I'll feast on your legal fees dime by dime, while I count the sue for wasting my time. The dirt's in my hands and the crowd's in my ears, so bring on the cord that you're down for that's near. Go ahead and sign the papers, let the cameras roll. Every hidden secret's about to lose control. The inbox is heavy with the clips they send. You're waking the wire, it's starting to fry. Why the truth, get ready, exposing the ultimate lie. You're paying for a casket and calling it a case, while the whole world watching you slap the smile off your face. The inbox is flooded, the clips are all leaking. The skeletons in your closet are finally speaking. Pull the curtain back, show the monster then. 19 years old, committing the ultimate sin. To 14-year-old, you targeted the youth. A monster in the making, that's the ugly truth. That's the ugly truth. Pull the curtain back, pull the curtain back, show the monster then. Pull the curtain back, pull the curtain back, pull the curtain then.
Show the monster then, pull the curtain back. And that's what I'm doing. Show the real monster in this motherfucker. Anyway, what's going on, Suntan?
What's going on, Si?
Are you ready for tomorrow, man?
Oh yeah, you know I'm
Going down, man. It's going down. Tomorrow is the final showdown.
Hey, listen to this. Max Bird just told me that he happy Morpheus is gonna wipe him up for his birthday. That'll be his birthday. I said, no, Max. Apostle gonna get him.
Yeah. Apostle studying hard. Y'all sleeping on Apostle, man.
I told Max Apostle gonna get him because it's too many believers, bro. Belief is strong, man. I'm sure Morpheus can be right all day long, but they're not going against Jesus, man. You can't. You remember your man, Si? Who you talking about Jesus? You can't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Right.
And Unc, man, he over there having a party, man.
What you mean?
I tuned in. I went in the bushes over there, man. They talk about us like I don't know what, man.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
But it's cool. I don't bother me. They over there calling me suntan lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talking mess, man. And Unc, no, we got him. He was clipping you.
Man, I killed Unc last night. I don't care.
He had the clip like that's some BS.
Yeah, he can do all he want. I killed him last night.
He went to his AI, right? And asked the same questions. And his AI was, oh no, science. I was Unc, man.
But see, after he told us AI is not this and not that,
he went to it on his page. He went to it on his page after he said all that stuff, son.
Yeah.
So I ain't worried about Unc, man. He let him call me suntan lotion. They were just having a ball calling you the pseudo sophisticate. That's what you is. And then one of them guys, he coming over here. He can wrestle Russell something. I know it when I see his name. Talking about I be over here begging for cash apps, man. They just Russell something. I know when I see him. I know when I see his hashtag, but you ain't never heard me ask nobody for a cash app, man.
Nah, you give up cash apps. You don't ask nobody.
Yeah, they said I'm over here begging for cash apps.
Well, that's to show you he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get him when he comes
out. Lie like that. That's so. But anyway, man, I'm here to let the people know. Today is the not their last chance, but tomorrow will be, and tomorrow I'll be busy. So it'll be better for you to get your tickets now if you didn't get them. I'll be busy tomorrow. This is the time where you can get your tickets to see this great and powerful showdown.
Well, it's gonna be a good one. What's up, Asha? You just woke up, boy?
Nah, how y'all doing, man?
You good? All right.
What's up, Asha? You wasn't over there kicking butt last night with Unc and them?
Nah, man. Like, we exposed Unc Pseudo Wizard Ball already. Once we used to beating a dead horse, man. We exposed Unc all month. Like, it's over. That boy is through.
You was here last night, wasn't you?
I was checking in and out, man. Once I see Unc get the flamming and scamming and lying about definitions, that's not check out, man.
That don't make no sense, man. Science got so many nuances. It's just all kinds of science. But he wanted to just play word games, man, to try to make, science like it's just in a class of his own. So Sai got him good, though. Sai got him good. But they all over there talking about ChatGPT.
And I'm going to tell you something. You know who's going to get Morpheus good? Apostle. Yeah. See, Morpheus don't know what he's dealing with. He's dealing with Apostle. See, Apostle might pull a different book out on his ass. You see, what if Apostle not going by the King James? Because Apostle agreed that the King James is all messed up. So Apostle goes by other Bibles that was before the King James.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Morpheus might be all messed up before the day is out.
You know what Morpheus gonna do? Morpheus gonna go to the blue letter.
Yeah.
Dig a meaning out of that. Watch what I say.
But I've heard Hebrews say the blue letter It's not all that either.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, but that's his go-to to define it. So we're gonna see, because like I said, more Apostle got all them Bibles. He got about 4 or 5 Bibles, and but I'm saying they all deal in belief, and
But
they
you know
all.
what? But you know the thing about it, Suntan, is when you read the text itself, the Messiah, the Hamashiach is spoken about in the Old Testament. And the Hamashiach got attributes, and it's supposed to look like something, it's supposed to do something, right?
Right.
So when it comes to Christ being a fraud, is he doing the things that are foretold in the Old Testament about the Hamashiach? It don't matter what version you got. Did Jesus do what the Hamashiach is supposed to do? That's where Apostle dies.
I don't think so. Because look, and this is just me. I'm 66 years old. Never in my life have I heard Jesus was a liar. That's far away from religion, man. I'm just saying it like it is. Never heard nothing even close to that. And I'm just saying from a biblical text.
Know why you didn't hear it, Suntan?
Huh?
Know why you didn't hear it?
Why?
Because the preachers can't tell you that.
Okay.
They can't tell you that. They get their checks, brother. They get paid for that.
Hold on, I got to get you, son. I got to get you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
My pastor, when I met him, I was like 16, 17, 18. Then I really started, because I wasn't going with him. I was out in the street. But this dude worked at Ford's, right? He had 2 kids and his wife. They moved on our street. Do you know it wasn't about no paycheck with him? He ran people away that try to get him to preach the way. I'm talking about people that come in donating. He ran that whole church for 40 years on his own Ford paycheck. And with we had about 20 people in the congregation. So it ain't, with some preachers, it ain't all about money, man. They really believe what they preaching. And my pastor, he like a father to me now. He believed what he preaching. He had a Ford check and he ran that, and he like, not now, he like 83, 84. But when he was in his 70s and 50s, man, this dude would go and on ladders, put roofs on the church. He's from Alabama. He's in shape. He just he was just a believer. So I just said, had to tell you that it ain't all about the money. With
another big problem though, Suntan, that happened within our community, especially the Black community in specific, was that our people, our pastors, and I grew up like my family super duper religious, but they never cared about having a true understanding. They just wanted to believe the parts that they wanted to believe, and when it came even asking about certain stuff that kind of like was a little obscure or kind of like shady or kind of crazy, those were the things that you kind of like got told by your grandma to shut up about. Those were the things she's like, you don't say nothing like that. Boy, you don't go there. You don't blaspheme God. You don't, you know what I mean? And I'll end it right here. I'm not going to say they didn't, but they didn't teach it this way. None of our pastors, our deacons, our reverends, they didn't teach, they didn't know that they didn't teach us the language. So they didn't give us the true understanding of the text that was even being read. They was giving us NIVs and KJVs, and they was giving us English instead of actually translating some of those Hebrew words into the proper context, so we would actually know. So we were sitting in them pews, and I was listening to my granny and these counselors I was getting who was Christians, and I'm thinking that they really knew the Bible, only to get older, studying this stuff, going into the concordance, like, man, that ain't even what it say.
You know what? Go ahead, finish.
No, just like looking at the NIV and stuff like that, like, and that's what you get in, like, growing up, I was like a juvenile kid. Early, I was in jail, and I'm in a prison as well. And when you in those facilities, they don't give you no KJV. They don't give you it ain't no blue letter, no concordance, none of that stuff to actually figure out what you're reading. They give you a new English version, a new international version, NIV, sitting in that joint waiting on you. And that thing full of mistranslations, that thing full of misunderstandings. So these guys be coming out of the institutions feeling like they religionized and they got a supreme understanding, only to come to a place like the House of Consciousness in the toughest environment and get their bubble bust.
You know what? Since you said that, that's what kind of woke me up with sa.neter and this House of Consciousness, right? Just to be real quick, I was just like you was, but see, My pastor, he's stuck on one thing. He's stuck on the truth. Anything happen, he says through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. But to make it real quick, when I got to the House of Contents, I found out that Egypt existed way before my faith. I was like, oh man, I had to sit down and think. And then these people kill me till I'm on the fence. You can't. Hey, listen here. I want to say this to sa.neter because I wanted to say this to him a few days ago, and I'm gonna say this to you. Dude, can't nobody tell me and give me a cultural way of worship. I believe with my spirituality how I want to believe. Of course I'm gonna stick with Kemet. If I'm on the fence, good, because it came from Kemet and then it blossomed into Abrahamic faith. So that's where I'm at. I'm not on no fence because I still have the same belief. I just found out more where it came from. You got to believe that. I'm not. And you don't have to. I take that back. You don't have to believe nothing. But when I got to y'all, I found out that it went further than I thought. That's all I can say.
Suntan, you can be in denial all you want, my brother.
It's not.
I still love you, man. You are all
mixed up, Si.
No, I'm not.
Man, you mixed up.
I'm not the only one that see it. Suntan, you love Jesus, brother. You love Jesus. And it's all right to admit it. It's all right.
What's wrong with the thought?
See, there you go. It's coming out. What?
Right. So what is wrong with that?
I'm saying what's wrong with it is that it's a lie. It's not real.
But if that's what somebody want to believe, you got to leave that alone.
But it's not real. And I can't know why I can't leave it alone.
What kind of guy I am to you?
Hold on. I can't leave it alone because it's my duty to teach the truth.
No, you're not teaching. You making judgment.
No, I'm not. I'm teaching. I'm showing you.
You can start here, you got a whole world to deal with.
I'm showing you in the Bible, brother, that there's no man by the name of Jesus Christ that ever existed, that walked the planet. And see, it's important for me to put that in your head because if I don't, hold on. Because if I don't, you're going to end up planting seeds to the youth.
No,
Jesus. Jesus is real.
Let's be real, brother. Let's be real. Who do you see me on here trying to push religion?
I don't know what you do off the screen.
I said in the conscious community. When I'm on, do you see me out here debating and trying to push religion?
No, brother, because
that's me out here in the world. I just keep my stuff to myself. I believe my spirituality is personal. I don't push and tell you what to believe. What you believe, what you want to believe. We can have a conversation.
I don't believe in anything, brother.
But that's good. See,
and you know what? I need people to get up here because they always say, how come nobody can ask sa.neter what he believes? Y'all can ask me anything you want.
That's right. I asked you. You know what you told me?
What?
You don't believe in no Jesus or God, but you believe it's a higher power.
You know what? I'm starting to doubt that now.
Okay. Well,
I'm growing. I'm growing, man. I'm starting to doubt all of that. The only higher power that exists is within us, brother.
All right.
We are the higher power.
I got no problem with that. Not at all. If that's what you believe,
I'm not going with all that stuff no more, man.
That's you your own man, dude. And I just respect you for how you stood up with Khalid and the stuff I saw you doing in the last 7 years. You was out there with the megaphone pointing and trying to teach and show. So that's you. I got to get that to you. But that ain't me. I don't mess with nobody and what they believe in. So they are Satan Christian. Who cares what they think? I'll be a Christian. I'll be whatever. But the fact of the matter is I know my spirituality and I know what I want in my salvation. And I don't go to no churches or nothing to get it.
And Suntan.
Go ahead, speak.
And you don't push your belief on the next person.
No.
Now the world would be great if everybody didn't push their belief on the next person.
You're right, Raku.
But at the same time, explain yourself so that all
No, that's not true. The world won't be great. The world will be even more confused if it's not the opposite. No, you got to have the opposite attack, brother.
No,
hold
on. That's how we learn. That's how we grow.
Yeah, because but you let me finish up my statement.
Hold on, Rakupu. If everybody agrees to get along, we dead. We're not growing. But when you got the opposite side to make you think, that's how you grow. What did Malcolm X say?
No, that's true.
Malcolm said you learn from debates. Debates is good.
Right.
Yeah, but
at the
go ahead,
same
Rock
time,
Kufu.
I just want to say this. If everybody was talking and then we had the audience of all the people that believe the way we believe, they could get everybody's perspective. And I trust that the human being is smart enough to find out that Kemet or ancient African ways was the best practical way for any human of all those things we bring up. Bottom line, you got a personal relationship at the end of the day, because can't nobody's fingerprint be the same as the next. So you got to get in tune with it yourself.
I believe that, Rakufu. I believe that. The way of Kemet, side was the best way, I believe. Because the way of Kemet, they wasn't having those wars and graping. They wasn't doing all that stuff. They believed in the sun, the stars, the moon. They believed in all of that stuff back in Kemet, man.
But don't break. Wait a minute.
He was warring Kemet.
I understand that, but I'm saying that's where the Abrahamic faith come from.
Let him hear this too, Shay. That even if I can pull the Pertimaru Book of Dead up right now, where it says, even the Kemite high priest say, no man knows God. God knows his creation, but no man knows the God. Right. The God is higher than all his creation. If you act like you know the creator, then you're a dictating ass fool. Right. Because now you're trying to tell me from your experience.
Right. From your commentary. Right.
Yeah.
But I do know the creator.
All right.
I do know myself.
There you go. But you didn't create yourself.
No.
Your mother and daddy created you, son.
No, somebody created them too. Yeah.
And so on and so on. See, we got to stick to the realer, son. I like your thing with the real. That's
realism.
Yeah, the realism. That's Brother Larry. That's what it. Right. That's what we got to live by. And guess what? We
Larry
got to add to that.
Right.
So we got to add to that. Be a good person. You know the definition of good, and you got to be a defensive person. You got to be ready to fight. You got to just be a good person and be ready to fight and live your life. And
hey, let me give you a little something from back in the days. How I used to be on the 125th Street, getting it in by myself, getting it in with the check this out, with the 5%ers, the Moors, the Hebrews. I mean, that's what I was, straight up cold revolutionary, straight up. I mean, I was the goddamn Tazoriak before Tazoriak. Trust and believe me. I wasn't letting I wasn't letting no white boy get by me without me spazzing on him, without me getting him. I was the Tazoriak before the Tazoriak. I'm trying to tell you something. When I was doing this, man, come on, man.
I used to see you out there. Yep.
Man, I had crowds damn near every weekend because they knew I would be out there. And this is the crowd. Some come just to bang on me. Some come just to get at me. And I will hold it down. This is what I be telling Reggie. This is why I got tough skin. I come from the battleground. I don't give a damn what you say about me. You know?
Yep.
He was a black man. Ask any Muslim, they'll tell you. His name is, I just said it. Bilal. He was a black man. The first one ever to call the soldiers to the white man when they came over there. They sold us, man. But this is the truth. Only over 500,000 black men. You want me to show drug dealers? For what? This is the drug dealer. I'm showing you the drug dealer. These are the drug dealers. George Bush. When you look at the White House, that's the drug dealer, man. We sell it to each other out of ignorance, like the brother said. We don't know who the hell we are no more. But the boss, right, there you go. But the boss of the drug dealers is the white man.
I think I did make a white boy bow down on this video. I did.
Your boots.
Yep. I seen the one you make kiss your boots.
Yeah, I did.
Which flag did you vote for? All white people are homo. He created this homosexuality all over the planet Earth. But back to the teachers. I don't give a damn about the white man getting his head chopped off in Iraq. You should be complete, constructive, know what the hell they fight, and they will kill my ass.
You're right.
All right? They'll kill me for the white man. Right now, you got a lot of
Let me see if I could get the white boy. I think he's on this video.
Yeah, that was funny. Pick a side, man. That trips me out, man. How long was you, side?
I like when Polite beat up Bashir about that word, that feminine word for Allah or something.
Yeah,
that
was right. Right.
The womb. Okay, get it back.
Millions of people
understand
that drowned in.
All right, turn it back around now. What do you think about any other questions?
Did they used to donate, sir?
Yeah.
I wasn't out there for donations. I never asked them for that.
Okay.
Only when the white boy would come by and be like, yo, I'm so sorry, man. I said, if you're sorry, drop $100 in the bucket.
drop what you got.
Right. Put it up. Put up or shut up. That's how I get them and shit.
Did you used to get it?
I wanted to ask you, Todd, real quick before you keep going. Yeah. Everybody on this panel right now, think for 1 second, in the last 10 years, who's been thinking about Mumi Abu Jamal? And we sending him any money? We made a fund. He's 72 years old, still locked up. But ain't nobody helping the brother.
Who is that?
I've been in that fight for a long time. I went out there with Viola Plummer. Reggie knows. I've been out there with Viola Plummer. We went to Philadelphia. We had rallies. I was a part of all of that, bro. I was a part of all of that, man.
We need to make a donation to him, so maybe 100 for his commissary. He's 72, still like he been up for 40 years.
But hey, Rock Cooper, just shoot me the information in the back chat.
Okay. All over the planet Earth. But back to the teachers. I don't give a damn about the white man getting his head chopped off in Iraq. Right now, you got a lot of Negroes who would kill me right now just for talking about the white man. Everything out here. They own everything. So how is it our community?
Good point.
All right, that's not the one I wanted to show.
What year was that, Si? You remember?
I know it was an old joint. It's like maybe 15, 16 years ago.
Oh, what you mean, early 2000s?
Yeah, around there.
All right. Back then, Si, I was doing birds.
You was doing what?
Birds, nigga.
Oh, you was flying birds, pigeons?
No.
No, you know what type of bird.
I got you. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about.
That's what we was doing back then in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's how that was all right, man. And you got something to look on and be proud about because that's a legacy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to help your fellow brother. So that's what we gotta leave before we leave this earth, man.
Hey, Santana, he put so many brothers on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Over 10 fingers.
And if not with money, with knowledge, right?
And make them worldwide people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not trying to, build you up, side, because it is what it is. You know what you did. And that's cool, man. So let's just keep doing it. Hey, Rock Cooper, it's up to us to leave some kind of legacy, right? But it ain't up for us to be banging on people, man. We ain't got to bang.
Well, sometimes you have to. You know why, Santana? I say that.
Why?
The Hebrews will tell you if you're not among one of us, you're going to hell. You're damned, brother.
In that context.
They make people fight back. It's a fight back. It's not that we initially fought them as committed. We were doing our thing. People was learning the metadata and everything of that nature, learning how to pray, meditate. They came and said, that's the devil. Y'all the devil. We never called them the devil till we got to bang back. But you got to look at who starts the fight too. Sometimes you got to put water on fire. We try to put water on fire. And a lot of, like Kemet on trial that sa.neter had, man, the Kemites came in there, Brother Reggie.
I saw that.
They saw that. I wish we could see that again.
There was a time when the agents, there was I don't know what year was this, but I think it could have been 8 years ago, 7 years ago, where these agents beat this black sister up in a shop.
Remember that? I remember you had that side.
Yeah. So we all had to go out there. Me and my little brother Rich. I even caught up with Tazariak. I was like, yo, Tazariak, need to send some soldiers out here, man. Right. And Tazariak sent a few of his soldiers out, and we all went out there. And here it go right here.
Yeah, they beat the grandmother up.
We got to be aware of the press as well, because the press is definitely not for us. They're not with us. And watch the message that they will put out tomorrow.
These people look.
See, so people just know me from YouTube. They don't know I was a battle warrior.
Right.
Boots on the ground, in the streets. And the only reason why I'm not out there now is because, you know, I became a little ill and I got to get my health back. Simple as that. Otherwise, I would have been out there on them streets, man.
Right.
I remember when back in the days you was trying to get the donations for the van, the news
Yeah.
van.
Yeah, they are not for not getting to that. They crazy. They crazy for not getting.
Whenever you hear somebody say, I'm just doing my job, know after that, some violence is at 88%. It's white people. No word of white on white. It's all probably jobs and corporations. You know what they'll tell you? Doing my job. It's bullshit. The Nazi criminals did it. Hitler mastered that shit. It's psychology. Whenever you hear somebody say, I'm just doing my job, know after that, some bullshit comes. You about to get fucked after they say, I'm just doing my job. Right. You about to get fucked with no Vaseline. This thing something wrong with being proud to be black. Yo, we so scared. Toots are just doing their job.
You know, one of the soldiers right there in the street. He got on a black shirt right there.
Oh, but behind him?
Yeah. With the glass.
That's Blue Pill right there next to him.
Yeah, that's Blue Pill right there next to him.
I seen him in LA. He came out here. He was downtown.
Ain't wrong. You gotta tell your son for white on white.
She's on. She's on that side right there out tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Zoom in on that white bitch right there. Look at her. Look at her. She's down. Look at the side she's on. She's on that side right there. So when she put out the report, she's going to try to make it look like we are savages and we are wrong. Look at the report that they put out in the paper yesterday. So understand that the white media is definitely not here for us.
They're not here for
Understand us. That. Understand that.
You heard the sister. They're not here for us.
Hey, truth make you shout out.
Watch how I make the officer. Watch how I make the sergeant make his other one go run in the car and shit.
And this is the root of the fucking problem. Right here.
Relax. No. How you gonna say she being rude, man? Bruh, come on, man.
Here's a Tom. I hate when Toms come and help out the white man over your own sister.
Yeah, the Toms be scared.
Yeah. Help out. I mean, let's listen to him.
Right here.
Relax. No. How you gonna say she being rude, man? Bruh, come on, man. How you gonna say she being rude? Get your coon ass out of here, man. Get your coon ass out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We gonna go against the system. This nigga crazy. Get your ass out of here. Yeah, she got a right to be.
He's a very nice gentleman.
Hurt him.
He's a very nice gentleman.
Look at the Jew police.
He's trying to promote his sergeant, talking about he's a nice man.
Get on the small hat.
You say he's a nice gentleman.
Get out of here.
Oh, see, now you running from me. You say he's a nice gentleman.
See how his face get when I talk to him? That smile wipes right off his face. Check this out. Watch it good. Look, he's smiling, right? Watch it. I start talking to him because he know who I am.
Get out of here.
Oh, see, now you running from me. You say he's a nice gentleman. How come I never seen him nowhere on the news talking about police brutality? When the police shoot down our people, I never seen him go against his officers. He always say, yo, you know, automatically you got to shut it down. So why he don't never go against police brutality?
You want to answer that?
Are you a reporter first? Let me ask you.
Yes.
All right.
TV.
And you're free to speak.
So I just want to ask you.
The chief's going to answer it.
If he's such a nice guy, why I don't see him fighting against police brutality?
Right, and if anything's wrong, he'll fight for it. He'll go where it's wrong, where it's right. If there's something wrong, he'll fight for that. He's not going to put up with anything that's wrong. He's a man of his word. He has a lot of time on the job. He's been around a long, long time. So,
do you know that it was the Jews who financed slavery? Who financed African slavery?
I don't know, sir.
Now you running. Now you don't want to talk. They financed slavery, man.
Sorry, I don't know that. I'm not.
You know that, right? It was Jewish people who financed slavery, African slavery.
How come they never know the critical
Get in the
stuff?
car now. Now you have to.
See, now he's running. Now he's getting in the car. Now you say, get in the car.
That's above his pay grade. Get in there.
Come on. What you do? What you got me?
Ebony and Ivy.
He said, get in the car. I don't want you even talking to him, man. Get your ass in the car. Damn. We got Morpheus in the building. Morpheus, I don't think you should be up here tonight. I think you taking Apostle for granted. Apostle is in the laboratory right now where I think you should be, Morpheus. You should be in that laboratory, getting your files ready, your clips ready, whatever you got going on. Because I'm telling you, Apostle not coming to play with you. He knows you coming to tear him down. Not only him, but all the other Israelites. To bring down Apostle, you bringing down the Israelites, you bringing down Easy Bands, you bringing down Suntan, because he's still a Christian a little bit. You bringing them down, Morpheus. So I don't know how big of a threat you think you are right now. You are a big threat, Morpheus. Because when you take down Apostle, you taking down the Israelite community. Apostle believe in Jesus and all that stuff, like Tazaria. So what you got to say for yourself, brother? You got the floor, man. Morpheus, you can't hear me? Oh, Morpheus can't hear me. I can't hear you, Morpheus. You got to go out and come back in. All right, I see Morpheus got on his blood uniform, symbolizing the blood. All right. I'm going to kick you out, Morpheus. Come back in. All right. What do you think, Ngolo? Ngolo, what do you think about this up-and-coming battle tomorrow, brother? Who do you think got this, according to you?
To me, bro, this not fair, bro. Morpheus finna demolish brother Apostle. It's not finna be close.
He's keeping on this, man.
Nah, I don't think brother Apostle got a chance, man. I don't think so. Not objectively.
Yo,
I think he can make some arguments, but objectively, I don't think he has a premise that can win this debate. Or an angle that can win this debate, I should say.
Yeah, I hear you, Morpheus. What's up, bro?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I hope everybody's tuned in, got your tickets, and ready for the mall. And I hope you got your Bibles open. Because this is going to be a learning experience for the public. So I would like for y'all, hopefully, tomorrow, come with your Bibles, open them, and ready to go, because you are going to be in for a rude awakening.
Hold on, brother Live. What are you talking about? I entered a new email address and was blocked. And I was blocked. My other email is still blocked. Man, listen. The next time you get up in here, I'm gonna put a wrench on you so you can't be blocked by nobody. I'm gonna put a wrench on you, brother. And I told you to open up a new YouTube account so you could get in. And when you do that, I'm gonna put the wrench on you so nobody can block it. All right, go ahead, Morpheus.
Okay. You still hear me?
Yep.
Let me ask you a question, right? Is there going to be, I would love for it to be fact checkers. Why don't we have fact checkers on the debates?
Now, when you're talking about fact checkers, you're talking about during the debate or after the debate?
I'll give an example. Like, say for example, you debating somebody, right? And you say something, or you say, you present something, blah blah blah, whatever. There should be, to me, I would love for it to be fact checkers. But a perfect example, sir. Sometimes, like for instance, like last week, I know you did that a few times, where you would go on your phone. You did it with Easy Bands. You literally did it with Easy Bands. Mm-hmm. Right? And you literally said, because he said something, and you went to AI, whatever, to fact check what he said. You've done this a couple of times, so you're fact checking.
Right? Yep.
Hello? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fact checking, because you do it on shows, but in a debate, I think that it should be,
All right, I tell you what, that sounds good. And like the NBA do, right? The NBA will give you a challenge. And if you win that challenge, you get another challenge. But if you lose that challenge, your challenges is over. The same with the NFL now. The same with baseball now. They implemented that in baseball this year. That they will be able to challenge a call by the umpire. Here's how I'm going to do this. You got a rebuttal. All of y'all got rebuttals during the round. You can call me to challenge something during your rebuttal. sa.neter, he said this. I would like for you to fact check this right here. That's how I think that'll work. In the same way with Apostle, he can also do the same thing. That's during your rebuttal, you got a right to ask me. And if you're wrong on that rebuttal, you get no more fact checks.
I think that's dangerous water, sir.
You think so? Why? Tell me why.
I didn't been in debates with the fact checkers. It get ugly. It get ugly because sometimes the fact checker don't know where to look, and then you'll see the fact checker get fact checked, and now the whole system seem corrupt and messed up. I done been there, and then you also got those guys, and we don't want it to happen, but we are people who are going to argue and begin to debate the fact checker. I think it's better if brothers are fact checking themselves, calling brothers out. That's what makes a debate icy. That's what makes a debate worth seeing. Man, bro really pulled that out on him. He didn't know what he was talking about. I think we need to be fact checking each other, not going to outside in the fact check this for me.
Slow the debate up. It'll slow the debate up.
I was thinking about that too, Santan. You're right. It'll definitely slow a lot of things up.
But Ashe make a point, they can just fact check each other, and then some the media they gotta say move on. After that, you can't just keep going. Relying on the same thing. You can't, like you tell people, to move on. Let's move on.
You know what? We ain't gonna do that in this debate. We're gonna have to implement it in the debate. When we first do it, we'll let people know how we're gonna do it during the rooms. So I don't want to implement it now without Apostle being here, because he might not agree. He might, so I don't want that, and then it'll be a little discrepancy.
They gotta agree together.
I think that I think that's kind of telling that if someone doesn't want to be fact checked, that's very telling, bro.
No, I hear you.
Let me finish, right? Please, right? I think that's kind of telling, right? Because I want to be. I'm the one suggesting let's fact check when each somebody says something or presents something or shows something, right? I'm the guy that's saying let's fact check it so this way we can see, right?
Well,
who's saying
fact check him then, Morpheus.
No, the best way that'll work is if sa.neter has what's his name?
No, that'll slow it up.
Listen, real quick.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I agree. Hold on. I agree with Ashe. I think you need to fact check him on your rebuttal. On your rebuttal, you can say, all right, here's my rebuttal. I
think y'all misunderstand what I'm saying. I think y'all misunderstand what I'm saying. In other words, right? If you say something the same way, I'm saying that you did, you just demonstrated what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I got you.
You just right. So what I'm saying is that, in other words, say I put a presentation together, right? And I show all these sources or whatever I'm saying, right? There's no way that you out there watching would know that I just make that up, right? Just because it's on the screen don't mean that I, you know what I mean? I could have lied. I could have typed that up and so and so. So I could have did that, right?
No.
So there has to be some system of falsification, right? Or checking what that person presented. Was it actually what it, you know what I mean? Was it the real deal?
Hey, Morpheus, sometimes it can be subjective.
We probably should do that part on it.
But sa.neter, I think sa.neter would have to talk to Morpheus and talk to Apostle. They both would have to agree. Listen, they would have to agree. You know how sa.neter grabs his phone and he says, "Hey, what is chapter 1 talking about?"
Right.
So they would have to agree with that mode of correction, whatever it's saying, then move on. Ain't no debate.
I
But
think
you
that's
gotta do
normally.
that
I
on a
think that's
rebuttal,
normally.
though.
In the
Hold on,
league
real
that I
quick.
was in, when the fact check would happen, it would be during discourse. Like it say,
Right.
Morpheus was saying something, and he said something crazy, like
Right.
Jesus wrote the Quran. It was a sign that we had on the app that I was on, or you could just wave your hand and we'd be like, man, like red flag, and you'd be like, why you wave the red flag? I say, oh, because he said such and such and such and such, and that's just why. But that was always towards the end of the debate, always at the end. Like rebuttal rounds was always at the end,
Right.
and then rebuttal round, and it's fact checking during rebuttals. So
Right,
if we going back and forth, I'm asking you a question, like in question and answer. I asked Morpheus a question, he answered crazy. Red flag, Sa. We got to fact check what he just said. That's how we used to do
so
it.
what I'm asking, what I'm suggesting, rather, right? Suggesting that there has to be, or I'm suggesting there should be some type of standard. You feel me? Some type of standard that we use in the information, because at that end of the day, it's about the information. You feel me? That person is presenting, right, or submitting, or whatever it may be. So I'm suggesting. Like if I say something, present something, there should be. We don't have no guidance counsel to be able, you know what I mean, to say, you know what I mean, like what you just said was not right, or was it accurate, or was it was bullshit.
But the fact checker can't win a debate for you.
Yeah, that should be up to the audience, though. The
I
audience
like,
should be doing their due diligence.
I like my situation proposition first. And then if Apostle agree with that, we'll go with that.
Right.
Maybe that's something we should do, like during the debate review. Like after the debate, we review and then review the facts. We can see who posted what, who was sued up.
Good too. That's good too.
Yeah, that's good too. I'm just saying, whatever it is, right, I'm just suggesting, you feel me, that there should be some type of standard to be able to, you know what I mean, fact check what I said, or what he said, or whoever it may be. You know what I mean?
We gotta know who was truly right and who was truly wrong, regardless of how it turned out. Who was really on point? If you want to debate because you had the good debate skills, that's one thing. But who was really right and who was wrong?
That's right.
Yeah,
that does matter.
Yeah, people can learn and they can read everything that was right and learn from it.
Yeah.
All right, yo, let me let Kassad go, because Kassad, you got a hell of a background noise. Go ahead, Kassad.
You said I got a background noise?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You still hear it?
Speak, brother. No, I don't.
Okay, calm. My bad. I'm listening in from work, man. I just wanted to jump on real quick to chime in, give my little 2 cents, man. Apostle finna slap Morpheus up, and you could tell he's scared already. Listen to him up there telling us, oh, we gotta do the fact checkers and up there trying to add stuff to the debate. the day before the debate, trying to add to the debate.
Oh man.
As a debater, this is how you know he's scared. As a debater, it's your job to fact check during the debate. It's your job to call him out on the lies during the debate. You trying to have somebody else do your job because you can't do it. Listen.
Hold on, Morpheus. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you can't take it. Hey, listen, Apostle finna smoke this guy. I can already tell y'all his tactics. Hey, look, I can already tell y'all one of his tactics. He's finna go to the biblical text, and when it disagrees with him, he's just gonna oh, that's the New Testament. So now these are new authors. He's finna get smoked bad, and he's already scared.
Sleeping on Apostle, man.
He's already scared. Talking about some, can we have these fact checkers? You're supposed to be the fact checker. You're supposed to call it out. Anything outside of that, it's up to the audience to decide who won. Stop being scared. Step your butt in that ring. Stop trying to make these stipulations. This whole time you've been trying to see, let me get you to understand this, because you're scared to step in that ring and face Apostle. All of that is the exact example of what we already see. You finna step in this ring, get beat, and we're gonna clown you after. That simple.
Are you finished? So look, y'all. This guy just jumped on here with his pom-poms, right? He's the cheerleader for Apostle, right? You're gonna get the so. Here's my pom-poms. And you can say, let me show you how stupid it is what he just said. That's all one thing. if I'm scared, tell me, does this make any sense? Watch this. If I'm the one afraid, why would I be asking for fact checks? This goes to show how stupid this guy is. What he just said made no sense whatsoever. But he jumps up here with his pom-poms. Yeah, Apostle's going to tear you up. He's going to do so-and-so. Yo, bro, listen. I hope you in front seat tomorrow. I hope you in the front row. I want you to be in the front row. I don't want you in the back. I want people like you in the front row with your pom-poms. Make sure you your pom-poms.
This is going to be a fiery debate right here, man. Hey, Morpheus, you got the opportunity to lay Captain down and everybody, bro. All the Hebrew. Because when you do this, Morpheus, people going to be quoting you, bro. People going to be like, oh, shit. And they're going to be taking clips out your joint, and they're going to be quoting you. So I hope you're prepared for this, for the people that just like, damn, man.
You know what
they're going to give you mad prop.
Your side.
Yo, your mic is messing up, brother. You got a lot of noise back there.
Yeah, your pom-poms just acting up, bro. Chill out. Right? Watch this. Side, you know what I realized, right?
What's that?
The whole time in this community, when dealing with biblical literature, you know what I've learned? That 99% of people in this community have never read the Bible.
Right, correct.
They've read passages. You hear, they'll present small passages or whatever, but it's 66 books, and I realize they haven't read this book, yo. And that's what I'm going to show. That's what I'm literally going to. It's not a strategy. I don't need a strategy, right? He needs a strategy. I don't need a strategy. What I'm going to present is exactly what the book says, because they haven't read this book. Just like when I showed before, when I did a show before, remember, I brought up things like child sacrifice. I brought up things that they've never knew that was in this book, right? Because they haven't read this book. They haven't read the book. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm debating with people who've never read the book. And that's what I've learned. Okay.
Hey, family, can y'all thumb up the video, everybody? Especially the brothers that's on the video. Thumb up the video.
I'm about
Can
to get
I say
off.
something real
wanted
quick,
to just-
so I can get off?
Real quick, because I just want to say, I know you're gonna send me an email with it tomorrow, so I can watch it.
Did you text me your email?
Yeah, I put it in the number. Telephone.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna send it. I'm glad you remind me. All right, Kasad, go ahead, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I already got my ticket, man. So
Rakofa, you said you put it in my email?
No, I put it in. Remember where I sent the thing through your number, your telephone number.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Kasad.
Yeah, Con. You want me in the front row? I'm gonna be there bright and early. I already got my ticket. You remember you asked me last time, did I get my ticket? I already got my ticket. I support every debate. Even if I don't get to catch it, I still buy the ticket. So you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna be front and center to watch apostles slap you around in the Bible. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is I already stated one of his tactics. I asked him this question earlier. You're going to go to the exact biblical text that speak highly of Jesus and then turn around and say it's going against him. And he told you what he's going to do.
You're breaking up, Kasad. You're breaking up. Kasad, you're breaking up.
Because he ain't going to be able to prove his point and convince the audience, which is why he's asking for fact checkers. Nobody in the debate history has ever asked for that. You call it out. You do your job as
Kasad, you're going in and out. Go ahead. Who want to go next? Let me get my man Moses, man. I want to know who Moses rolling with on this debate right here. Unmute yourself, Moses. I can't hear you.
Yo, Sar, your microphone is sounding kind of crazy. Is it? Can you check it?
Is it my mic, y'all? Is it my mic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me turn my mic off. and I go back in.
It sounds like you're buffering. Check your buffering thing, Sal, because that's what it sounds like.
All right, Moses. Who you going with and why? I can't hear you, Moses.
His audio was messed up too.
Yeah. Okay. King J, what up, man?
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Who you going with and why, man?
I'm gonna rock with Morpheus for this particular topic. I think he's gonna go with an angle in regards to focusing primarily on Judaism. I think the Christian texts show a different relationship in regards to Jesus and then the Jews do. I don't think the Jews actually look favorably upon Jesus, nor do they text reflects that. They didn't think Jesus was the Messiah. So I think that's probably the angle that he could come from.
Okay.
That's good, King J. King J.
I'm right here for sure.
Yeah, you are exactly right, brother. Because all we want to do is just go and see what the Torah. Well, I can tell you exactly where I'm going. It's not even a strategy, right? The use is I'm going to the Torah and the Tanakh. Why? Because this is where the Messiah idea, ideology, prophecies, authors originate at.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
We'll probably get a lesson on Cyrus for sure.
There you go. So watch this. So if that is the originators of the concept, idea, philosophy, ideology, teachings, prophecies, right? That's where you go. Because if you want to understand what a Messiah is and who he is, all you got to do is just go to the original source. We always say source, right?
I agree. Yeah.
So we're going to go and look and see what the original source is. And then what we're going to do is go fast forward to the New Testament, and we're going to see if this guy, Jesus, watch this now, if he fits what the original authors said to what the Messiah is going to do. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. People don't understand. But what happens is, because like I said, they don't read. They have never read the whole Bible. They don't know what's there, right? So if your starting point is the New Testament, you're done.
Yeah, you already lost with Christianity, starting Christianity.
You already lost.
Yeah.
So you're exactly right, King J.
That's exactly what I told them before you came here, Morpheus. They're going to have to look up in the Old Testament, what was the Hamashiach? What is the Hamashiach supposed to do? And then fast forward to the New Testament.
Bingo.
And it's going to be a wrap. Headshot.
Thank you. It's going to be ugly real fast.
Morpheus, I had a question for you. I know Apostle don't subscribe to the Ethiopian Bible. And I know the Ethiopian Bible has like 88 books, 20 more books, or some of that nature. So in any of those other books, does this show where Jews were more compatible to Christians or no?
I'm not familiar with that, bro. Be honest with you. That particular area, I can't speak on. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you know something about that, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. Anybody that does, if they does, I'll be happy to sit and listen. You know what I mean? I don't know everything, but this subject for tomorrow is comical. It's like, are you kidding me? But y'all see.
Man.
Oh man.
Morpheus, I wouldn't be laughing so confident like that if I was you, brother. Possibly might wipe that smile off your face.
Because you don't know what I know. That's why you wouldn't do it, because you don't know what I know.
Hey, let me hear you, Moses. You there?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
All right, what you got for us, brother? It's on you.
All right. First, I just want to say, Most High Yah, aka the Aten, shine down on and in the lives of all of the Creator's righteous children, resurrecting His gods on earth. Thank you, sa.neter, for allowing me to come on. I promise you, man, I'm not gonna crash out like I normally do. And I also want to say I'm not being biased, because I know people know I don't really have no love for, you know, these religious people here in America, but I gotta rock with my brother Morpheus. However, Morpheus's approach, I'm rocking with him, man, but I want to show you why I feel like he's approaching it the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
All right, so let's go with that.
You sure you want to do that? Apostle could be watching.
I don't care.
Give Apostle some jewels.
You know what? If Apostle was watching, you can ask him this question I'm about ready to ask. Are you gonna cooperate today, sa.neter, or you don't want me showing those slides? Because you know
show your slides. Show your slides.
Yeah, I'm always trying to source up, man. Because y'all know I'm rocking with the James Strongs. I know the Apostle got a problem with that particular white man, but he ain't got no problem with the white man King James, and I wonder why that is. Because one of these white boys is telling the truth, and the other one is flim-flamming people, right? So this is one thing I noticed, right, in a book. This is in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. And look what it says, y'all. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Now, when you go further on in the scripture, it names this individual as Emmanuel. Now, the question I have is, and this is the reason why I'm rocking with Morpheus, because the title of the debate is, what is it? Is Jesus what? What's the title of the debate? Don't have me lying up here. What's the title of the debate, Morpheus?
Oh, the title of the debate was Jesus the Messiah, or was he a fraud and a liar?
All right. So you see this scripture right here, Morpheus?
Mm-hmm.
So this scripture right here shows that you already won the battle, bro, because this scripture right here is referring to Emmanuel. It's not referring to no Jesus. Now, let's go into the James Strong's definition. sa.neter, show that next screen so we can see the word Jesus.
Before you go, because what you just said was powerful. Mm-hmm. Are you aware that what you just showed, are you aware of theophoric names?
Yeah, but Morpheus, to be quite honest with you, man, I feel like the Torah, the Talmud, the Tanakh, all of those books fall under the category of false prophets, false teachers. All those books need to be written off. Nobody should be following those, because those books come well after Kemet, way after Kemet. Everybody knows that these religious books, all religious systems, derive out of Africa. They all had they start in Africa, but then at some point they start going in their different directions, casting a shadow over their original premises. So, you know, I really don't get into all of that other stuff that these theologians be talking about, because they're talking about stuff that these false prophets taught them. People that had a desire to hide Kemet as a nation, you know, to make it look like Kemet never happened, make it look like Kemet never had, did not have rule over the known world at their particular time, man. So all that religious study and stuff that y'all be doing, I don't even focus on that. I just focus on the language. I take these English words that these people be teaching every Sunday, and I trace them back to what James Strong's did, because you were talking about a fact checker. I feel like that's who James Strong's was. I feel like James Strong's took the time to fact check this Bible and try to understand it from its original context. So anything that people are saying that don't line up with anything that he shows, I'm not rocking with none of it.
Okay, so let me ask you this real quick, right? Respectfully, right? Are you aware that Strong's concordance is based on the KJV? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so then, so Strong concordance, if it's based on the KJV, is that you're saying that the KJV is right and exact in its translation? Or is that your position?
Yeah, it's definitely my position.
I would say, hecky no.
All right. But look, we get ready to look at some definitions, and then y'all can show me why they're not right and exact. So y'all see that tag number up there, 2424 for the English word Jesus. Now, sa.neter, go to the next slide. 2424. It's pronounced Kayut and that's their way of saying cross. And it says life and living. And according to the geographical location, Genesis chapter 2, 13 through 14, and Genesis chapter 13 sits in between Africa and Middle East. And the only territory I know that's a real territory that's sitting in between Africa and Middle East that was a civilization that lasted for 3,000 years was Kemet. So this life and living has to apply to the Ant cross. Now, y'all tell me why James Strong's is wrong for saying that this is what Jesus means. Jesus don't mean wonderful counselor, everlasting God, all that stuff that is said in the Old Testament. That's not, he's saying that that's not what Jesus means. Now, you tell me why James Strong is wrong about that.
Just a little pushback, right? I mean, I hear where you're going. I really don't have too much to disagree on that, but I do have a little pushback with the Strong Concordance. Only reason why, because I read lexicons. I read the Hallel. Are you familiar with the Hallel?
No, man.
Oh, wow. When you get a chance,
the
highest level of lexicon of the Hebrew language is the Hallel, right? It's Strong Concordance at all. To be exact, right, and not to step on your toes, but Sa, can you show my screen real quick? And I want to ask him what he thought about this. Please.
Hey, but hold on a second, Morpheus. Before you do, I just had two more slides, and then you can rock out. Just two more slides.
I'm sorry, brother. Okay, do your thing.
Sa.neter, show the next one for Joshua. All right, so y'all see that tag number there for the English word Joshua, right? 3091. Next slide. This is the last slide, Morpheus, and then I'll leave.
Take your time. Take your time. Do your thing. I'm hanging out with you. Go.
Okay. So the English word Joshua in the language over there, and I know that it's called the Hebrew Chaldee Dictionary, right? But I don't believe that these people were Hebrews. I believe that they were the Phoenicians, because in that territory, that's who was living in the territory, was people called Phoenicians. And to my understanding, Phoenicians are a mixture of people that come out of Africa who were mixing with Indians, Asians, or people from Greece and Rome, much like how we are here in America. We're a mixed race of people. That's who I believe the Phoenicians are. But they obviously are trying to hold to the Kemetic culture, the Kemetic understanding of things. But this word Joshua or Yehoshua, look at what it says. Jehovah saved. When I hear Jehovah's Witnesses and all these Christians talking about salvation and everything, they always talk about Jesus' salvation. But that word salvation is not attached to the English word Jesus. It's attached to the English word Joshua or Yehoshua. So that right there proves your point, Morpheus, that Jesus is obviously a lie, because according to these biblical people, they would not have been worshiping nobody by the name of Jesus. They would have been worshiping somebody. If they spoke English, they would be worshiping somebody named Joshua. So I'll land with that, bro.
Moses, you are just as lost as every other Hebrew Israelite, brother.
How is that?
Because you are, brother.
How is that?
If not more lost, you are just as lost, brother.
But explain, how am I lost when I know for a fact that nobody in that territory was worshiping a Jesus, a Joshua, and even according to the James Strongs, all I know is when it comes down to Morpheus and this debate that he get ready to have, I'm seeing already that he won based on what James Strong's is saying. So you can say I'm lost all you want to.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Morpheus, you got the floor. Your presentation is shown.
Yeah. I just want to say, show this, right? This is why my brother Mo said, well, I don't, mess with the concordance. Because when we understand what the Strong Concordance is, right? Now, the Strong Concordance is an index of English words in the King James Version, in the KJV, mapped to Hebrew and Greek roots. It's not a comprehensive lexicon or dictionary, right? So it's circular, right? It's actually circular because the Strong Concordance is an index of the English words that's in the KJV that's mapped to Greek and Hebrew roots, but it's not a lexicon, right? Right. So when I study and I'm reading in my library, I have lexicons. Like I said, look up the Hallel. The Hallel is the highest, right, of the lexicons that you can get of the Hebrew language. right?
I agree with that.
I use the Halio, right, and other, but I will never use a concordance, which is another reason why strong concordance is not accepted in universities, in Bible college, right? They're not accepted and any credited. They're just not. And this is the reason why, because what it is, you know what I mean? So all I'm saying is that, okay, if I was to grade like grade A, grade B, Haleyot would be A, right?
Right. Brown.
Right.
Probably Browns.
Right, exactly. So if we go down the ladder and say, well, in the ladder as far as grading things, where would strong concordance be? It would be way on the bottom.
For beginners. It's a beginner. It's a beginner too. For instance, Morpheus. You can draw more distinction, but it would like the King James version doesn't contain any Dead Sea Scrolls, right? But the Halot does. To my understanding, the King James version is based off of the Texas Receptus, which is based off of Erasmus, basically. You know what I'm saying?
You hit it dead on the nose.
I'm not finna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So only thing I'm saying, right? Strong and Mosaic. I think you're past Strongs. I'm serious. On the level I think that you are, I think you need to get past Strongs, right? Because it's holding you back because of what Strong's provides, what it is. You know what I mean? It's like it's way down in the bottom. But if you start dealing with if you're really trying to understand, you know, the Hebrew language, I would go, yo, bro, go to the Halio. You know what I mean? Just go to the Halio because it's going to put you way above. The strong concordance is almost like third grade stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you way past third grade. You know what I mean?
All right, fam. I hear King J and I hear you, brother Morpheus, but sa.neter, I got pushback, man. Can you show the next slide so I can show them why I got pushback on what they said? I'm gonna tell y'all why the King James is not recognized by these scholars here in America. And when I hear brothers like you and King J, it causes me very, very serious concern. Because I'm a follower of Marcus Garvey, and I know that this book specifically say that it's taking place in Africa and Middle East territory. So I'm not going to listen to no captives in a white supremacist construct trying to tell me, no, man, don't pay no attention to James Strong. When James Strong is looking at the King James Bible, he sees the word Ethiopia. We know that that's African territory in Genesis chapter 2, verse 13. Genesis chapter 2, verse 14. We know that that's Middle Eastern territory. Now let's go to the next slide, sa.neter, and I'm going to land. So this right here is spoken to some people that came out of that territory in between Africa and the Middle East. When you enter into the land the Lord your God has given you and have taken possession of it and settled in it, and you say, let us set a king over us like all the nations around us, be sure to appoint over you a king the Lord your God chooses. He must be from among your fellow Israelites. Do not place a foreigner over you, one who is not an Israelite. So if this is, I'm not really focusing in on the English words, but I'm looking at the territory. So I'm like, okay, so if this is some words that's actually being spoken to people in between Ethiopia and the Middle East, it's telling these people, set a ruler over you that's not a foreigner. I'm listening to Morpheus and King J. Both of them are under foreigners, and they're telling me to follow some other people who obviously is trying to trap people from this territory in Africa, doing some kind of nefarious things to keep us trapped here in America. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my pushback. The brother's pointing out Africa. He's showing the territory, which is most likely.
Wait a minute. Did you know that Africa, that Kush, Ethiopia that you're talking about in the Bible is not always by scholars recognized as Ethiopia, because they're saying the rivers don't match Africa. No known river in Ethiopia connects to the Tigris. So some Jewish scholars, opposite of what you're saying, they're saying that Kish, K-I-S-H, is what it was in the Middle East, and it's not Kush, which later English translated to Ethiopia. So that's just something to think about.
Okay, yeah, but Rakufu, where is Kush located though, bro?
Well, that Kish wouldn't be the same.
Sargon, king of Kish. That's Sargon was the king of Kish.
Hey Mo, real quick, right? What you just showed, right?
Go tell Sa.neter to go back to the other slide because I'm looking at the territory and y'all trying to put the territory somewhere else. I know where Ethiopia is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was trying to figure out what you just read from Deuteronomy, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me who's talking?
Okay, so from my understanding, that is a leader from the Cushite territory. And I think that's why Rakufu trying to push back on it. In the Cushite territory, you have Naphtaliah that was there, you got Nubia that was there, and you got Kemet.
Hold on, we going somewhere else. I think.
I'm saying that was a leader. It wasn't no invisible man. I'm saying that was a leader from the Cushite territory that's talking.
Any way that we can identify who that is talking?
We would have to actually go into the Kemetic history to find out what people returned from a foreign territory coming back because they was being oppressed. According to the biblical narrative, these people were being oppressed in Sumeria, Babylon, Mesopotamia.
According to the biblical literature and narrative, Deuteronomy.
Right.
The author of the person who's talking Deuteronomy is who?
All right, so I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I'm gonna say it was whatever Kemetic leader came before.
It's supposed to be Moses, brother. It's supposed to be Moses, but he died.
No, y'all stuck. Listen. Y'all not talking to somebody that follows the Bible the way the Hebrew Israelites, Christians, Muslims. I don't follow the Bible like that, so don't try to pigeonhole me, King J. Your understanding of Moses don't align with my understanding of Moses. I'm trying to answer Morpheus' question. Based on this territory.
Wake him up, Moses. Wake these dudes up, man.
Based on this geographic location that James Strong's is obviously, because we didn't even look at the Hebrew definition for the words Ethiopia. We didn't look at what he studied and showed, but it still points at Kemet. Even that word Ham is pointing at Kemet. So it would have to be, to answer your question, Morpheus, it has to be some Kemetic leader that came before Amenhotep III. That is talking to some people that he allowed to come into that territory that we call Canaan, which we know is a colony of Kemet. It had to be a Kemetic leader that was talking. And Israelite is not what y'all say. According to the definition, it says he shall rule as God. And we know that there was a matriarch that once existed in that Cushite territory. So that's saying that the matriarchy is switching over to patriarchy in that particular area because there is a border that has to be protected. Because that's the only way you can get it.
Hey, Moses, Reggie got a message for you. Read that message, Moses.
Man, I'm not listening to Reggie. I'm listening to
Hey, Moses.
I'm reading. This is crazy. One man with no confirmed knowledge, and he is wasting our time. See, Reggie is arguing with James Strong. He not arguing with me. Reggie ain't never took the time to look at these English words and translate them back to the language of the people that was standing on that territory that they call Canaan. When did Reggie take the time to go over there and understand the language of the Phoenicians when it came out? Reggie only studies the Kemetic language, but the Phoenicians came way after Kemet. And then when you look at the Phoenician understanding or the Phoenician definitions, they're all correlating with Kemet. They're not correlating with what these white supremacists are teaching y'all out that Bible.
The Phoenician script is based off of
Moses, hold up. Moses, the passage that you was talking about in question is Genesis 2:10 through 14. It says, this is where the debate comes from. It describes 4 rivers flowing from Eden: Pison, Gihon, Tigris, which is Hiddekel, and Euphrates. And it says Gihon winds through the whole land of Cush. Why some scholars say Cush does not equal Ethiopia, African Eden, the geography problem, main argument. Key issue, the Tigris and Euphrates are in Mesopotamia, modern Iraq. But Ethiopia, Africa is far away, separate by desert and seas. So scholars ask, how could one river system include both Mesopotamia and East Africa? That's physically unrealistic. But go ahead.
All right, so Rakufu, let me answer this question. So Rakufu, the scripture clearly, Sa.neter have to show the map again, but the scripture clearly mentions the Nile. Why are you only? It shows both, not that with the maps and the scriptures. Sa.neter.
Where is this?
All right, so the name of the second river is Gihon, the same as that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia. What does that word compasses mean?
Compass mean goes around or in circles, engulfs.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
but then it says Ethiopia in the English. Remember, this English Ethiopia is a Greek word. So let's go back to what is the word is Cush. The Greeks wasn't saying. I mean, the Hebrews was calling Ethiopia Cush, but there's another Cush which what's the name just spoke on Shay Kish. I forgot where he was talking about, but that's in the Middle East. Am I right, Morpheus, or no?
That's correct. That's why I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to still, man. Like I'm working with you, Mo, because you got to right to your, you know what I mean, to your position. But I want to still man it if I can, right? Is it your position, just so I can understand, you know what I mean, your journey? Is it your position that the Torah in these writings that we are reading, that is clearly in the Hebrew language, right? It's clearly in the Hebrew language. Is it your position that the writers of this text are not who they say? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, you know what I mean? What's your position? Like, where you?
All right, so my position is this. There is a scripture I saw in the Bible that says, come, let us deal wisely with them. Let us cut them off so that they no longer be a nation. And the only great nation that I know of that existed in that territory was Kemet and Nubia and Naphtali. So I feel like that scripture is pertaining, talking about come, let us cut them off from being a nation. I feel like those people that wrote the Torah, the Talmud, the Tanakh, those are the ones that said, come, let us cut Cush, Naphtali, Kemet off from being a nation. That's who I feel is. That's the reason why I don't never look at them books, or I don't buy them.
That's what I'm trying to get. So the writers, right? So the writers of the Torah, right?
Yeah.
The Tanakh, those writers, are you saying those writers, the people who wrote this stuff, is not Israelites, Jews, Hebrews, or whatever? Like I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Like, you know what I mean?
According to the word Israel, I would say no. That
like in your position, who are the writers of these? You know what I mean? The Torah and the Tanakh. Who are the writers in your position?
All right, so my quickest response would be that 2 Peter chapter 2 verse where it says false prophets and teachers shall come in among you. So that's who they is, false prophets and teachers.
I'm talking about the Torah and the Tanakh, not Peter, not the New Testament. I'm specifically asking the Hebrew Bible, right? Torah and the Tanakh. In your understanding, who are the writers, what I'm asking, of the Torah and the Tanakh? That's what I'm at, what I'm trying to.
People that came out of Greece and people that came out of Rome and people that came out of Sumeria, those three people or those three nations working against Kemet, that's who I think those people are.
So you think the Torah, you think Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, right? Or who?
Are writers that come out of Greece, writers that come out of Rome, and writers that come out of that Sumeria, Mesopotamia, basically, you know, the southern part of Middle East.
And
what? So we don't have an Old Testament into Greek.
Apostles said they were all Israelites who wrote it.
So you're from your position, right, Mo? Right? What would be your evidence of that position?
My evidence is the fact that Kemet did allow foreigners to come into their territory, and there was a mixing that was taking place. And I just believe that the children that were the result of that mixing, that those are the ones that wrote these Torahs and Talmuds and Tanakhs that would further give them access to that territory, which they have access to that territory now. When you go over there, you don't see no original people. Those are those people that you're asking me who wrote those books. Those are what's that word that Ankh be using? Those are all flim-flammers working against.
All right, yo. I want y'all to look forward to Revelation. Revelation is coming out to a coming out party. He will be doing a presentation soon. I think it might be next week. I don't know. We're going to get the information from our brother Revelation. Yeah, I know how he gets it in. And tonight at 8:10 or 8 o'clock, between that hour, you already know who's coming through. The powerhouse. I speak of none other than Nepal Shaddai. See, he's going to show you the connection. All right? This is going to be one fiery presentation. Brother La is all on the comment board talking about he know who's the mother of Moses, and we're gonna find out, Brother La. If you really studying, we're gonna see, Brother La. You're all up in the comments. I hope you come through. I hope you're ready to learn something new. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something?
Yep.
But Mo, you have a very interesting position. I would love to see a presentation, you know what I mean, from you based on, you know what I mean, presenting your ideas and so forth, because we always get you in spurts. You feel me? Like you know what I mean? We get you in like a little spurts and whatever. But I would really love to see a presentation.
When you ready to do a presentation, Mo?
Hey, sa.neter, honestly, man, I don't think the ancestors want me to do a presentation. I think the ancestors want y'all to hear me in spurts so that y'all go and do your own, you get your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? If the ancestors is with you, they with you. If they not with y'all, they not with y'all. I don't want to do I just feel like I'm not supposed to do that, because all people are going to do is try to find a reason to stay here in Mystery Babylon. They're going to try to find a reason to call themselves Indians. They're going to try to find a way to not be Pan-African. It's just going to turn into a whole mess. And I don't think ancestors want me to do that, Morpheus.
All right, let me move on over to King J. King J, what do you think about what you're hearing here, man? All right, King J must be resting.
Did you send that out?
Elder Suntan. Okay. Elder Suntan. What you think about what you're hearing, man?
I got to get off mute. What I'm hearing is, a whole lot of more different ideals, right? Because that's what they all are, ideals. All this stuff was man-written. And I'm going to stick on that. It's up to you in your perception to come up with something new. Morpheus got to read what's man-made. Apostle got to read what's been man-written. So it's going to be up to them to prove it. So it's going to be hard to go against the consensus.
So you're saying the Bible and all of this was man-made?
Yes.
Was God man-made?
Yes.
Woo! All right. All right.
So Elder Suntan, I'm a little confused, right, when talking to you, respectfully, right?
Go ahead.
I need for you to give me some clarity, just so I don't want to misrepresent you. You feel me?
Okay.
So I hear you sometimes say that Kemet, right?
Right.
Is right and exact, or your position, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, I hear you say, Jesus, things on Jesus, being a Messiah. I hear those two things, which are in conflict. So I'm a little confused, right? Then I hear you say, you believe in a higher power, but now you say what you just answered, that higher power is not in the Bible. You know what I mean? So I'm a little confused on. You know what I mean? Like where you stand.
Yeah, let me straighten you out then, because I would very much like to, get an understanding with you.
Straighten them out.
All right. Now, I first come from Christianity, right? So through my journey, I'm going to make it quick. Now, not in a long, dried out diatribe. I came from Christianity. That's why we was all indoctrinated in. I got to the House of Consciousness and found out that it was more information to what I believed in. So I went further on to Kemet. And then I found out that through Kemet that Osiris was supposed to be like in sync with the Christianity faith, because Jesus, if you flip it all back, Jesus would be Osiris, because Osiris was the one came to really, supposed to been like a messenger. Osiris was. So they copied Kemet and they moved it to Jesus. So at the same time, when I think Jesus, I think Osiris, because it's all been what's the word I'm looking for?
Plagiarized?
Yeah, it's all been plagiarized. So when y'all say Jesus, I think Osiris. I think of the first, not in this.
So then why don't you just remove Jesus and just say
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing, Morpheus. It's not that I got Osiris or Jesus as a picture in my mind. What I got is correlation. I got how it started, and you can call it what you want because it's subjective. Since it's been plagiarized, I don't do Morpheus now, and be honest with me because I know you are. When the last time that you heard me up here promoting anything about religion?
No, it's not a promotion.
I just want you to answer that.
I've never heard you do it, to be exact. But okay. What I'm trying to do, because I'm not trying to judge you. Don't get me wrong.
I know you're not.
I'm trying to understand you. I'm not trying to judge you.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I hope I'm not throwing you off. All I'm saying
but it is kind of throwing me off. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, because I'm listen.
Let me say why. Let me say why first, right? Please.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because if your position is okay, Osiris is authentic, right?
Right.
Where it begins at. This is the
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm gonna let him talk though, Si.
Osiris is not authentic. Now, if you change Osiris to a saw, then I say okay.
Okay.
That's authentic.
Okay. Whatever name you want to call it. We talk about.
Nah, but we know Osiris come from the Greeks, brother. So we know that.
I'm not talking about the name. I'm talking about the person, the character, the entity, whatever. That the name.
Yeah, but it's important to call it by the proper name once we know it.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Names
have a meaning. They all have a meaning.
Right, Si, you just showed me something right there. Right? Okay. You just showed me something because I didn't know that Osiris came from the Greek. I'm thinking it's all coming.
Yeah. The proper name is Asar.
Yeah. So I'm not
like Asar 7. That's where they get their name from.
Right. It was Asar in a set, right?
Yeah. MK, they all get their name from Asar.
Listen to this. It was Asar. I want somebody to answer me this.
Can I
finish? Asar, a set, and Osiris.
Can I finish?
No, Heru.
Oh, Heru. There you go. Heru would be Jesus. Go ahead, Morpheus.
Listen, if I say in Spanish, Diablo, and then I say in Arabic, Shaitan, if I say in English, the devil, we understand we're talking about the same entity. The name doesn't matter. I'm not getting caught up in the name.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
I'm not caught up in the name. You just asked me what.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Then if Asar, if the idea, right, of Asar predates the character of the person referring to as Jesus by thousands of years.
Yes.
You're not talking about the same entity. You are clearly not talking about the same entity.
Okay. Right? Can I say something now?
I need you to understand what I'm saying, right?
I understand perfectly.
So if you subscribe to Osiris, whatever name makes you feel good, all right? If you subscribe and say, hey, that I subscribe to, then now when you go to the Jesus character, right, or person in that time frame, right? Now you're saying this guy Jesus that they're talking about is this guy here. Right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then that means that the Jesus person in the New Testament that we all read about, right? You're saying that story is fake.
I'm saying that story, I'm not giving it a fake one. I'm saying it was written by man. That's what I'm saying.
Everything is written by man. That's not a good argument. What I'm asking
but that's my argument. That's why I don't.
I'm saying it's not a valid argument because listen, Elder, it's not a valid argument because I'm saying we're dealing with two different time periods.
Yeah, but you got to understand it's been plagiarized, man.
So then if it's plagiarized, then that would make. Listen to me. If it's plagiarized, that would make the plagiarism story not true.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm asking you if you subscribe to the Asar one, right? The original one, right?
And then you can't get done. Okay, go ahead.
Do you?
Yeah, I got you.
Am I being clear?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm asking you?
Yeah.
What I'm asking you, if this is the original one that you subscribe, all I'm asking is just trying to understand if this is the one that you subscribe to. Hey, this is it. This is where it began for, where people copied it, plagiarized it, twisted it, flipped it, made up their own myth, legend, whatever it may be. But this is the source material, right? So if this is the source material, then when you're dealing with the copy, plagiarize, not real one, so on. So then you can't hold on to this one because it's not in harmony with the original.
Now, can I say something?
Good.
None of that matters to me. I'm not subscribing to none of it where I practice it. As me going to a church, I don't go to a church. I don't go to a chemic. I don't be with what's the Kemet priest, Jabari. I don't do none of that. This all mental. It's my spirituality. This is what I see, and I'm making of it what I can, because I understand that man wrote this book and man made this thing and plagiarized thing, and he mixed everything up. We already been dug into another dimension when we was colonized. We was poured over and given this Abrahamic faith, Morpheus. And from that point on, we are really mentally lost. We don't know, because we got our brothers who stand on these words that was written by Europeans or written by whoever. It was all, I think it's all made up to have this world, make this world a better place, because it's a lot of knowledge in the Bible that can keep you straight. Then it's a lot of wars and a lot of devilment in the Bible. So I just stay back from it all, man, and just live my life as a good person. I understand all these things.
But Elder,
I don't subscribe to none of it.
What you're telling me is your epistemology, right? That's your epistemology. I got that.
I'm just telling you I'm me. I don't have no meaning
That's called
behind
epistemology. That's what I'm saying. So your epistemology, meaning like, your personal experience that you went through or whatever.
Right.
That's your epistemology. I got that part. I don't have no grievance. I don't have any grievance with your
but that's it, Morpheus. That's what my story is.
But what I'm at, but everything you said is not answering my question, right? You're answering another question. That's not what I asked you, right? But I understand your personal epistemology, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not dealing with your epistemology. I'm asking, I'm trying to be as clear as I can. If you subscribe to Osiris.
I got to stop you. I don't ascribe to Osiris. That's the story that I read, and it's kind of, relating to me, brother.
Right.
I just read it. I ain't saying I subscribe. I don't say I'm Egyptian.
Elder, no. What do you think I mean when I say you subscribe to it? What do you think I mean?
That mean that you practice it.
No, that's not what I mean. See, that's what I'm trying. That's where the communication breakdown. No, I don't mean if you practice it. I mean, no. When I ask you subscribe to it, meaning,
do I believe it?
Right, mentally, do you accept it to be true? Do you believe it? Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and we're in this now. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know if any of that stuff.
No.
I don't know.
Elder, that's fair. That's fair, right? But the reason why I'm pushing like this because you did say you subscribe to it. You feel me? That's why I got. Hold on.
Go ahead.
That's why I got confused, because I'm saying to myself, well, if he subscribes to this, meaning he accepts it, he believes it, you know what I mean? And so if he subscribes to that, right? Not mean you go to church, to the temple, you do rituals. That's not what I'm talking about, right? I'm not referring to the actions. I'm referring to the mental. You feel me? You believe it, right? So I'm saying you believe that, right? Then I'm saying, how can one?
I want to say something.
That's what I'm saying. So how can one believe this, right?
Right.
At the same time, believe in the Jesus of the Bible, which is completely contradictory.
Because it's made up. Now let me finish with this one, Morpheus. I would say that because the simple fact of this, man, so much has been written and so much has been put down, so much scribes and all of this stuff been put down. I don't know if they made this story up about Jesus, correct? That's what you might think, right? So I would say this. If it was a Jesus, I don't think he walked the water. I don't think he did all them super magic miracles. I think it was a man here like Gandhi or Martin Luther King claiming he took attributes to God and he tried to stick, like Martin Luther King did, try to stick his way out to let men live a better life and me a better way. That's what I subscribe to, man. If it was a man here by the name of Jesus, and because Morpheus, it's been so rude this world have been. Like, you got so many killers and murderers stand under the flag of Christianity. The white people, they swear that they upright and they hung us and they did all this mean, malicious, but they did it under the banner of Christianity and under the banner of God and Jesus.
I got you. I'm crystal clear with you now, right? So
all right.
That makes me ask you this one question now.
Go ahead.
Do you care if your beliefs are true?
You know what? That's subjective because I would hope they are.
No. I don't hope. Listen to my question again. Do you care if what you believe is true? Do you care?
I do. Yeah, I do.
So if you do, fine, that's a good answer. So if you do, the next question is, how does Elder Suntan determine if the belief is true?
By being the best person that I could be.
No, that doesn't determine if a belief is true.
To me, it does, because I'm gonna do everything that corresponds. Listen, Morpheus, I'm gonna do that with everything that I can to make myself be the best person that I can be. I'm gonna be defensive. I'm gonna be everything that I can do under the definition of righteousness and good. That's what I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna fight against anything.
What do you think I mean, Elder? What do you think I mean when I ask you when we're dealing with true, something being true? Right?
Because it's subjective, Morpheus. It's subjective.
Relax for a second. Right.
So it's subjective. That's why I can't give you that sort of answer.
So is there such thing as an objective truth?
It's a something. It's both.
Okay, so I want to know about objective truth, not subjective. Right? I want to know about what is objectively true is what I'm asking. Do you care when I ask you about because we all got beliefs. Everybody got beliefs about something, right? So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I care.
Watch it. So I'm asking, do you care if what you believe is true, right?
Yeah.
What you is true. So if your answer is yes, then I go to the next point where I ask, how do you now determine if your belief is true? Because
I just told you. I don't go out. It's hard to prove disbelief, man, because it's not from the planet Earth, man. This belief is out there. A belief is something where just like when you die, you don't know where you go. Only reason I know where I come from because I was born from my mother. So all these things that I don't know, I will clearly tell you I don't know.
No. I understand, Elder. I don't know and don't. I don't think we're on the same page. Right. Elder, I hear you, but I don't think we're on the same page.
We're on the same page because
I don't think I'm gonna tell you why I don't think we're on the same page.
Go ahead, Moore.
Watch this.
Go ahead.
If we ask belief, what is belief, right? And where does it exist, right? Belief by definition means an acceptance, that you accept something to be true, right?
Right.
That is by definition a belief, right?
Okay.
Cool. So belief is at the end point. That's the end point. That means that's your conclusion. That's what you arrived at, right? But there are things that happen that you can check, double check, falsify, whatever it may be, right? For you to eventually get to the point that you accept it to be true, right? So what I'm asking you is the things, like what are the steps, right? What are the steps that you use or one uses or one can use to eventually arrive at belief? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are the steps? That's what I'm asking you to get you to, because belief is at the end. That's just what you arrive at. You know what I mean? So you arrived at that point. But what I'm asking is the things that get you to arrive at the point of what we call in belief, right? What are those things that I'm asking you about? What are those steps?
Morpheus, whatever I believe is within me, okay? And no steps. It's none of that. You can't evaluate me that way, or anybody else shouldn't be allowed to be evaluated that way, because my belief is not on the market for you to be looking at it, for you to try to find out what it's about. It's within me. My salvation and my life is within me. I have no other point of reference to tell you is that I'm just going to be a good man. Bad if I have to be, if somebody's want to come up against me, and I'm going to do what's right, and I'm going to be able to sleep at night knowing that I did the best I could do each and every day. And that's it.
Can I speak for a little while? This
Go
is
ahead.
Brother
You
Reed.
got the floor.
Okay, great. Okay, so I've been listening for close to 45 minutes, and I usually try to listen before I say something.
Oh,
Okay,
peace to you, brother
well,
Reggie. I didn't even know that was you.
yeah, I'm on another computer, so my avatar is not showing
Yeah,
up.
right. That would threw me off because I didn't
Okay,
look
we
at
have
your
a
name. Go ahead.
great opportunity to learn what Morpheus is going to do in this debate that we all want to see. What it's turned into is people's personal thinking, and that's fine. You can have your personal thinking, but when Morpheus defeats Apostle, right? He's not only defeating Apostle, he's defeating all Christians, because we're dealing with the Apostle of the Lord, right? That's the Apostle. He named himself the Apostle. He is the Apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ, his Savior. And Morpheus is saying that Jesus is a fraud and he is a liar. Now, for the people who want to pay for the debate, right, why don't we stop being selfish and give the people who are on the fence about paying for this debate an opportunity to understand why they should listen to Morpheus, or pay for the debate to listen to Morpheus. I've heard a whole bunch of people talk about things about Strongs and their own personal belief. That's fine. But the issue is you have a great opportunity to, while Morpheus is on, is to say, to ask him some questions that he can tell you or may not tell you because he's being as transparent. That's the whole point of what Morpheus is doing. He says that no matter what Apostle is talking about, the book, the books that we know where he's coming from, both the Old Testament and the New Testament, Jesus is a fraud and he is a liar. So what you want to do is confirm or continue to convince yourselves about your beliefs you don't want to learn. You have a great opportunity to learn today, right? About why Jesus is a fraud or a liar, because Morpheus may not tell you exactly what he's going to do, but the simple fact is that it's real simple. Who the Messiah is, that's this person with the J, Jesus. He claims that he is the Messiah. Jesus claimed that he's the Messiah, right? Now, but there's a test that goes back several centuries, right? That says who the Messiah is supposed to be. So I know that many of you have not read the Bible or even read the parts that this debate is about, right? And the simple question is, you should direct your questions to Morpheus. Moses. I like Moses. I like to listen to him, but when he starts talking about Kemet and which is Tawi civilization, which is only Kemet in one particular period of the time, uh, that's his personal what he has learned. But there are people who have King J, right? King J, I like King J, right? King J knows the history. He's a fast learner, one of our up and rising stars. We can counter the information because when these books were written, Kemet civilization was gone. It was at its decline. So it wasn't those people writing the books. It was the Hellenistic world writing these books. Kemet wrote what they wrote on the walls, and nobody. No, this is not the topic to deal with what they wrote on the walls or what they wrote on papyrus or what we found in tombs. But they didn't write none of this shit. So you can't say that it's theirs because they didn't write the shit. You just can't do that. You could say what the Bible is talking about, maybe, right? But then we have to go to the actual verses, and that's the point of this debate. What are the verses, right? You could ask Morpheus, what are the verses that decide these things in this debate? So I'm going to stop right now. But I'll tell you one thing is only because of this debate, Friday is trying to get people who are on the fence to watch the debate, and tomorrow is the debate. But a lot of you are unfortunately like the pseudo killers. Even when the obvious facts are there about a topic, you're going to minimize what is already written, right, to push what your narrative is. sa.neter did a great job the other day. He says to the pseudo killers, y'all, on this issue, not all of your issues, but on this issue, you are dead. You are dead, right? I mean, just by a simple query, you're dead, right? Because if you want to say what science is and who was doing science, our sources say that these people were doing science. You didn't, and you never put up a source to say that they were not. So when we get back to this debate, it's the same. What are the sources, Morpheus, that you will probably talk about, right, that deals why Jesus is a fraud or a liar? You don't have to go into depth, but the fact of the matter is, I came on this show to listen to Morpheus tell us what resources are you going to use, because they're not going to be any surprises.
Well,
okay.
Well, what I'm going to do is the most simplest thing, and it's not that we can possibly do, and it's called reading. Reading. Something really simple. It's like I shake my head most of the time, Reg, because it behooves me when I think about this, and I go, "This is simple, right? This is simple. It's just reading. It's like, don't listen to what Morpheus, because I'm not adding my opinion. I'm never going to add my opinion, what I think. I'm never going to add what I feel or what my emotional. I don't have none of that. I'm literally going to do exactly what my professors did in college. You know what they said? Let's just open the book and let's see what the book says, right? It's simple, right? We're going to open the book and we're going to see what the book says. But here's the most important thing. I'm going to show you how everybody been bamboozled all your life. Watch this. Watch, Reg. We all grew up in our families, at least most of us, I can say, right? And we've been told since a child that Jesus is the Christ. He's the Messiah. We never checked it. We never went and looked into it, right? We just went along with it and said, okay, Jesus is the Messiah, right? He's Christ. Some people even think Christ is his last name. Jesus Christ, his last name is Christ, right? But we actually just, you know what I mean? We were indoctrinated with Jesus is Christ or Jesus is the Messiah, right? And we just, boom, just ran, right? But when you actually stop and say, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, I know I was taught he was the Messiah, he was the Christ, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Let me actually go and see, right? And then when you actually go back, because if you start from the New Testament, you already messed up. That's your starting point, right? So if you read the Bible chronologically in the right order, right? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, so forth and so on. If you read it in the correct order, and then you get to the New Testament, guess what happens? There's no way you can look at this guy from the New Testament and say, he's the guy the Old Testament was talking about. He's the guy. He's the guy, right? But you don't do that. Y'all have never read this. Y'all just going with what we was taught. Jesus is Christ. He's the Messiah. He's the guy. Why? Because he rose from the dead. He, healed people, right? So you ran with that and never actually checked. Is raising from the dead part of the Messiah prophecies? Nope. How about healing people? Nope. How about miracles? Nope. Right? So watch this. So you may love him for the storylines, but they have nothing to do with the messianic prophecies. That's the point I'm making. They got nothing to do with the Messiah.
At all.
You see the part of Messiah, healing people, raised from the dead, walking on water, all the things that you like. He might be something else, but he ain't the Messiah.
So let me ask you a question. So the in history and in the Bible, well, not in history, but in the Bible, Cyrus the Great is the Messiah.
Yes, he's the Messiah. Yeah.
He is not the last Messiah, but he is. Does Cyrus the Great fulfill as far as the Hebrews, because they say he was the Messiah?
You know why he's a Messiah? Know why Cyrus the Great was a Messiah? Because he was a king. Messiahs are anointed as rulers and kings. That's who's anointed.
Also, Morpheus, I would say that Cyrus actually gathered the exiles.
That's right.
I think that's a requirement as well. So I think Cyrus rebuilds the temple.
King J, I love you, bro. You get on it. You spot on it, right? Because it's not who is the Messiah, it's what he does that makes him a Messiah. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
It's what he does, not who he is. It's what he does, which is why, Reggie, answering your question about Cyrus the Great. In Isaiah, he names him. The Lord says, this is my anointed. Right? And he's a Persian. He's not even a Hebrew. You understand?
So what you're saying, Morpheus, is what the person who's called the Messiah, it is what he actually did.
Right.
That the people who we unfortunately call Hebrews, right, or Israelites, right, better term, that they put that on for a person, for one, that he has to be a king, a real king. Yeah. He has to be anointed, right? Yeah. Well, Cyrus is not necessarily anointed in life, but he's given the blessings in death.
Cyrus was actually anointed. He was physically anointed, Cyrus.
Well, he's a king, so that means so this guy, Jesus, right? So what I'm thinking that you're going to do, right, is you're going to look at the requirements of the Messiah, right? The literal, realistic requirements versus what Apostle will probably do, the spiritual Messiah, right? But you will see what the test is, because there were a lot of people claiming that they were Messiahs, but all of them failed to test, except for Cyrus. Cyrus the Great,
let me say this,
who the United States is at war with, the Iranian, right? He fulfilled several things, and King J, my man, King J, was telling you all about actual recorded requirements of the people at that time. They gave him the title. This Jesus guy, we're going to find out if he is a fraud or a liar. Like the minute that he says that he is the Messiah, right? In whatever book, I don't know. I could have to check, but Morpheus is probably sure. Did this guy Jesus say that he was the Messiah?
Yeah. So watch this real quick, right? Watch it. Yes, but watch this. Let me ask this question, right? If all my friends and my followers say Morpheus is the president of the United States, even if I claim I'm the president of the United States, right? How would one falsify if I'm actually the president of the United States? What would you expect to see?
Inauguration, a vote, right? You in the White House, right? You have generals are surrounded you, and a number of things. General Congress and the Senate.
So then there would be way to falsify if I'm actually the president of the United States, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's all I want to say. I'm not going to give away no more.
And if you said that you're the president of the United States and you don't, and we don't see those things, you're a fraud and you're a liar.
And that's why I said, let's leave it right there.
Yeah. So it's pretty clear. So there are things in this book that there's passages in this book that we could, Ezekiel, Isaiah, right? There are a number of passages in this book that outline this, and we're talking about everything else. And for the last goddamn couple of years, sa.neter, for damn near 15 years, we've let these Messianic Hebrews, angry Christians come on. And so that's why Morpheus, by destroying Apostle, is destroying Yara, is destroying the captain, destroying Revelation X, destroying Moses.
You got Bakwas that came in. Bakwas, he's a Hebrew.
Definitely destroying.
And don't include me in that, Reggie. My understanding of Moses is totally different from y'all white supremacist seminary school understanding of Moses. So please don't include me in that.
They didn't go to seminary school. So
all right. Let me say this real quick.
Yes.
It's quite obvious because you definitely made it known, my brother, Dr. Reggie, and it's not bad. People do it all the time. You know, people help out their people behind the scenes.
I'm promoting the debate.
Let me finish. It's quite obvious now that Dr. Reggie, who is a scholar, we got Morpheus, who is a scholar, and we need two scholars to go up against Apostle, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Be quiet, Reggie. Be quiet. You can say no all you want to. I know you and Morpheus be in them back chats saying, yo, this is how you hit him with this. And guess what? I'm not mad at y'all. It's all right. This is the battle. This is the toughest environment. You know, people help out like that. They always been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I learned from Morpheus. I don't help Morpheus.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what Morpheus say. I'm not stupid. My head don't screw off and on. Y'all want to bury Apostle, but I'm gonna tell you something. It might be the other way around. When Apostle take down, and if he takes down Morpheus, you go down with that shit, Reggie. You sit with Morpheus, Reggie. I want you to know that, brother. You're gonna sit with Morpheus, man.
I'm not scared. I know that. I know. With Morpheus,
let me say this, right? Now, Sa, I know you got to do your Don King thing. I get that part, right?
No, sir.
Let me finish. We got that, right? But show after show after show, even when I'm not here, you've been cheerleading for Apostle, right?
Yes,
show after show. So now, if Reggie now comes on and say, so now it's a problem. Now I'm trying
it's not a problem. I said it ain't no problem.
Scott, let me finish,
it's
please.
Not a problem, brother.
Please. But I'm saying, as the host of this platform, right? You have not been neutral, son. We all know
Yes,
that.
I have been neutral.
No, you have not. No,
Look, I don't need to be neutral because I'm not the debater. I'm not the one that's moderating.
I'm not asking if you're the debater. I'm just talking about your opinion. I'm not asking you that. You have been very opinionated, show after show after show, and we all know that, right? But I said again, it's cool because I know you got to do your thing, and that's fine. I'm cool. Only thing I'm saying is, right, it's not really genuine to jump on Reggie.
I'm not jumping on Reggie, man. I'm telling you, it's all. I'm just letting you know that I know what's going on. And this, guess what? I made a mistake. It's not Reggie. It's three the hard way. It's Reggie, Brother La. Hold up. It's Reggie, Brother La, and Morpheus. And y'all putting together a powerful takedown to take down my big brother, Apostle. But guess what? Apostle got a team of his own.
Okay,
Apostle
but here's
got
the
a team of his
difference.
own.
Listen,
And believe me.
watch this. Reggie doesn't help me research.
Nope.
Is that what you're thinking? That Reggie's helping me research?
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey, Reggie.
I'm here.
He thinks that you're helping me research.
I don't know the Bible.
I
If it
know.
wasn't for Morpheus, I wouldn't know some of the things about the Bible.
You must
that
be
I know. I don't know the Bible like that.
Now, hold up, Morpheus. This information is already out about our brother Dr. Reggie. Ask Reggie what happened when sa.neter Seti took on somebody. Who was that he took on, Reggie? And you gave him all the information behind the scenes.
I did not. That was always a lie. Nazi Yasafel. That was a lie.
So you're saying that you didn't give sa.neter Seti information, inside information.
Nazi Yasafel. He asked me a couple of questions.
Right.
He asked me a couple of questions, and I answered the questions. He asked me some pointed questions, and some of the questions, of course, were me trying to get me to confirm some shit about the Bible, the line lineage, right? And I was like, I don't have any information.
Because I'm gonna be on the outside. I'm gonna just be laughing hard at Brother La. I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be laughing at Reggie, and I'm gonna be laughing at Morpheus. If Morpheus go down, baby, woo, man, you ain't gonna hear it.
So hold up. So that's fine. Will you be laughing when Apostle go down?
Say that again.
Will you also be laughing when the Apostle go down?
No, I'm gonna feel sorry.
No. So watch this, y'all. So why will you laugh if we go down, but if he go down, you're gonna feel sorry? How does that work?
I'm gonna be sad if Apostle go down, and the reason I'm gonna laugh if y'all go down is because I know that you are one of the best, brother. I know that Reggie. Hold on, let me finish. I know that Reggie is one of the best. I know that Brother La is one of the best. Y'all three brothers are definitely highly educated, informed, and studied. And so if Apostle take y'all down, I'm going to be laughing my ass off.
Do you think Apostle is one of the best?
Come on, man. Stop that, man. Stop it.
No,
I think, all right, I'm going to answer you. I think Apostle is one of the best in what he do as far as knowing his history of that Bible.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to tell you. Apostle is one of the best when it comes to that damn Bible.
So then if he's one of the best and you put us in the same league, I'm trying to figure out why will you laugh on our side but feel sad on his side if you
because it's three scholars.
What scholars? Three scholars.
You, Reggie, and Brother La.
sa.neter.
Brother La is a scholar, man.
Listen.
Y'all might say he ain't because he ain't doing all this in the ring. He's a scholar. He's a scholar on the down low.
sa.neter, you're not listening. Reggie and Lamin have nothing to do with me.
Shout out to Dots.
They have nothing.
Shout out to Dots.
Listen, they have nothing to do with my argument.
Whatever, brother. You can keep saying that till you turn blue in the face, brother.
But I don't know the Bible. I don't teach the Bible, Sal.
Yo, stop. Can I tell you why?
Teach the Bible.
Stop. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Please. The argument that I'm putting up, I've put this argument up in 1990. This is not new to me. I didn't even have to do no research for this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't even have to research this. This ain't new. That's what's crazy about it. You acting like this is something new, and I got to start doing some research, and I got to call Reggie to help me research this, and Brother Law, can you help me? I'm like, are you kidding me?
All right, yo, everybody, listen up. Right now, Nepal is getting ready to give y'all some fire, some real powerful scholarship. Have your ass in the building. I'm going across the street right now. All you got to do is refresh your page, and we're going to be on and popping. The topic is Kemetic priesthood prototype of Levitical. Now, this is something Reggie have never done. Jabari have never done. I don't think Dr. Ben done it. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I don't think Dr. Jeffrey's done it. But Nepal is going to show you how the Kemetic people were the first priesthood to create and to do a lot of things. Y'all should be in the building for that. Hey, my brother, Bakwas, you came in at the end of it, and you might want to be here for this. Have your ass in the building, Bakwas. The link is in the chat, and I'm going to say peace and black power to everybody. I'm going live right across the street right now. Y'all don't want to miss this right here, man.
Sorry, you gonna send me the debate? Did you send it already?
Brother, I got you, brother. You good.
I've been looking. My bad. Go ahead.
What about Reggie?
I'm on my way over there.
Reggie. Oh, I got you, Reggie. Just relax. I got you.
Don't forget me.
Remind me. Y'all got to send me your emails. Make sure y'all get that link. I'm gonna go live tomorrow so that the last bit of people can get in. All right. The link is in the chat. Bring your ass on over across the street. We out of here. Peace, y'all.
All right, peace, brother.